He'll watch a movie, then he'll tell you all about it. It's the Armstrong Entertainment Show.
Hello everyone and welcome to Armstrong Entertainment. This is Chad here and I listen to the podcast Root of Evil, the true story of the Hodel family. Now let me just start off by saying I am a humongous fan of true crime, especially podcasts. I listen to My Favorite Murder, Last Podcast on the Left, Criminal, Up and Vanish, Someone Knows Something, Serial. There are so many out there and I pretty much listen to them all. So I'm obsessed with true crime, and as soon as I heard that there was a podcast about the Black Dahlia murder, I was in. Now, this podcast is special because it is told by the great-granddaughters of George Hodel, who this podcast is basically about him. He was a suspect in the Black Dahlia murders. Their names are Rasha Pecoraro and Yvette Gentile. And they tell the story of their family, their mother. There are so many things I don't want to get into because there are so many twists and turns and weird things that happened in this family. Weird enough to make a podcast about it, and a TNT miniseries called I Am the Night, starring Chris Pine and directed by Patty Jenkins. This podcast is 8 episodes long, and as it's told from the granddaughters, it just feels a little bit more special because they have real audio of their mother and their grandmother, and they go into all of these interviews with family members and all these twists and turns. Like I said, it's just a crazy story. And then it's all related to the Black Dahlia. I won't go into that part, but that's about 20% of it, and the other part is just this whole family history, which is very, very interesting. Now, like I said, this is paired with the TNT miniseries starring Chris Pine about the Hodel family. The only thing I would say is they take some liberties, they add some characters and people. For one, Chris Pine's character wasn't even a real person as far as I know, and he's never mentioned in the podcast, so it was kind of hard watching, knowing the real story, and then seeing all this fake stuff they threw in to make it more cinematic. But it's not bad, the acting's good, it's kind of an interesting story. They actually really shoot on location in some of these places that I won't mention because that's part of the story. But overall, I would definitely listen to the podcast first, and if you're crazy like me and really interested in it, go and watch the TNT miniseries. I highly recommend listening to the podcast Root of Evil, the true story of the Hodel family. It was entertaining, it was well produced, it's short, it's sweet, it's only 8 episodes long. You feel like you're taking on a journey, a story. I love podcasts, I loved this one, I highly recommend it. Root of Evil, check it out. Until next time.
He'll watch a movie, then he'll tell you all about it. It's the Armstrong Entertainment Show.